All right, test, test, test. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know. The mic was acting a little bit weird. Let me know. Let me know. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully the audios aren't too bad. Last time I blasted you guys with music, but it was good music, so no harm, no foul, right? So let me see. Crystal clear. Good. Thank you. What's up, Santhrop? So let me go with the normal disclaimer. This stream is intended for educational purposes only, is not to be used as financial advice. These views and colors are my opinion only, and everything we look at is obviously a security. Wait, what? No, apparently XRP is not a security, and that's law now. So everything's a security except Ripple, right? So we're gonna go with that for now. So I guess not all of crypto is a scam. I guess XRP, after what, a 6-year battle, as long as you're not an institutional sale or purchaser of XRP, is not a it's not a security. So we've got one coin that we can look at today that's legally not a security. So that's gonna be fun, and we get to look at that today while it's breaking out. Because right now, man, the BART is breaking out, and we just zapped the biggest liquidity block that's been holding us over for this area. So yeah, I am on perpetuals, but how are you guys doing today? I hope you're up. For all intents and purposes, don't try to short this. Mathematically, longs are easier. You can go infinite up, but you can only go 100% down, right? So keep that in mind. What's up, YouTube guys? We're doing dual stream today. What's up, Felipe? Absorbing those T-WAPs, those government sales. Yeah, what was it? Silk Road stuff got offloaded this week, which is interesting because the government is suing Coinbase, but at the same time, they're using Coinbase as a off-ramp. So that's effed. So if I was Brian Armstrong, I would tell them to F off. Go find someone else to play ball with you. What's up, JS? Oh, did it just sell? I saw some guys talk about it, and they said it started getting split up into chunks and started getting dumped into Coinbase custodial wallets. So I imagine it's leaving. I imagine it's for selling. So whatever. Don't care if all hell breaks loose. Mount Gox, Crystal, Silk Road, you name it, whatever. I don't care. Let it dip. I'll buy the pain and we'll go. The next 9-10 months, I'm stacking whatever, and I'm not gonna let anybody rip it out of my hands. So I just don't care. But I am gonna give you guys the zoomed in look on a lot of this stuff in these charts, and we can go from there. Because if you want to scalp the stuff, there are trades. I mean, XRP is up 100% today. I need to readjust my Twitch view. You can't see it in Twitch, but you can see it on YouTube. But either way, what's up, the good life? Crazy day, yes. But big thing, this BART looks like it's breaking out, and it's getting real interesting. On lower time frames, and it's gonna look a little messy here because I don't have it tuned down, but all the whales have been defending 31.7, and there's been, if you look at it on 4 hour, yeah. I don't want to delete. Yeah, I do want to delete this. So for whatever reason, anytime we got near 31K, there's been a whale print to shove it down, and they've been heavily suppressing price. So this is a textbook BART setup. It is perfectly set up to come do this and melt your face off. It really is. The question is whether or not they were going to take it, and this still could be a fake out, so keep that in mind. So like, don't diamond hand anything right now, because we can wait. Make this sure this is going to go rocket launch off into whatever, and we can. It's not going to hurt you too bad just being a little bit late. So don't worry about that. Felipe, I don't think it's going to be sell the news personally, but we'll see. But as I've done a bunch of posts about this being a typical BART, we had awesome bottom signals here. We shot back up, but this is... If you look at it on the 12-hour, it's kind of easier to see it on the main indicator. Let me default this bad boy. And let me get rid of reversion bands, because I don't like reversion bands on high time frame. This is really your last pivot. This is your last order block, is this. And I'm not going to draw all the lines because I've covered in the previous streams, but basically that is your last order block. I think I've already got it drawn on the non-perpetual, not Bitstamp. USD, I think it was Coinbase. BTC, USDT, which Binance. There it is. So this is our last order block, and this goes all the way back to when we had the Death Wicks back in May of 21, when we had the capitulation from 65K. Messy chart, I know. I just don't spend a lot of time on the high time frame, so I'm not going to clean it up. This is the last order block of this trading range. So are we in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? I'm not looking at that from that. I'm looking at this as this is our trading range. Yes. That's your preliminary support. The rest is chopping up and through, right? That's how I'm looking at it. I could be wrong, but all I'm saying is that's the last bit of resistance before this trading range is gone and dead. So we will see. And right now, it's looking like this BART is not going to get taken. It looks like they set it up for a BART, and they spent a lot of energy doing this, mind you. That's what's been real weird about it. Like, everything I've got Rainbow Theory-wise with all the tools says this is the BART. So, and a lot of people have misinterpreted my tweets as saying, you're not bullish, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, what I'm saying is this is a BART. There's no question about it. I want you guys to not give anything back to these whales if they rip it down. Because if this thing breaks down, and it still could today, right? If it does, don't diamond hand this, especially if you're playing with alts. XRP's up 100% today. I don't want to see you buy XRP on 100% run and then have it nuke you 50%. Don't want to see that happen. So keep that in mind. So Crystal Ball is determining if this goes up or down. I don't care. I can't tell you if this is going to go up or down on a BART. What I can tell you is this is a BART and this is how they play. And you need to be prepared financially for that to happen. Which I'm saying is get the hell out of the way if that happens. Don't give $1 back. We made good money here, and if this thing rips, we can totally long this and keep going, and that's awesome. I want to be bullish. But, always be prepared for the rainy day. And that's the rainy day setup, is this damn BART that we've been sitting on for weeks. The only thing I've seen that kind of isn't in the BART language, like Rainbow Theory-wise, are these damn whale prints. They keep hitting. And they're defending $31,000. And today, I spotted it on... let me go back to the perp chart. When you're using the liquidity engine, you want to be on perps, because that's like the real data. And let me just remove this drawing, just make it easier. So... the one thing that sticks out of this trading range that we've been in is this. This group of liquidation levels have survived. These guys have been okay. And these whale movements have been defending it over and over and over and over again to protect this dude, whoever it is. They've been spending a lot of energy to keep from 31.7 getting hit. And today, let me back the colors off because we're on 1 hour. Usually like -2 will do it. Does it not do it? Try -4. I may have... yeah, there we go. Today, a whale cluster popped up. We had multiple whale prints, and this went full send. This is going to be an update coming out. Shout out to Pixa. We've got an update on the main indicator where you'll be able to set alerts when you see clusters of whale prints. So when this thing starts detecting multiple whale prints in the past 10 candles, you'll be able to get an alert. For the most part, what we've seen, when you see clusters, it sends, and it gives you an advance warning stuff's about to go down. So it's pretty cool. And we got that today, and lo and behold, that liquidity level that they've been defending got zapped today. They got him. That guy right there was liquidated. They wicked him. Now, he's out of the way, and he's the one that they defended this whole way. So now the question is, are we going to go pull up and out? We may have to get some retests on these pivots. I don't know yet, but there's your liquidity tool showing you. You know, because I was like, man, 31K. Why do they keep defending it to the T? It's such a weird number. Well, there's your answer. They were defending a big dude who was exposed and upside down on a trade. So it's crazy. Wowie21, what are you doing, bro? Hope you're making gains. The Discord's been on fire the past 2 days, even before this pump. So it makes you think. Maybe if we chat more, we can meme this into reality. But the big news, XRP. There's a reason XRP pumped. They won their lawsuit today. Well, lawsuits could be going on. I don't know how much longer it'll go, but the point is, they got through and labeled as not a security per the Howey test. So Gensler was wrong. The SEC's wrong, and the courts are more powerful than the SEC. So what they say is law. And we just had, let me see, this is not right. Let me get the, I don't see the cyan bands. Let me make sure. Yeah, they're turned off. I want those on. I want the machine learning bands on. Give me a second. How am I doing this? Just reset it. So anyway, we actually almost tagged the machine learning reversion bands. So there's your true, never been done before area, and we almost got it. So that's really cool. But long story short, this is bullish. Why? Because XRP kind of had some scammy connotations to it. You know, a lot of people talk trash about it, and it's a top 10, top 20 coin, whatever, and it's not a security. So there's a lot of justification to say a lot of coins that are set up like this are not going to be labeled as securities. So I'm not so worried now that like Litecoin and Ethereum are going to be labeled securities by the SEC. I think this kind of sets the precedence, you know, and that's going to be really, really bullish for alts. That's going to be really, really bullish for Bitcoin, because all these concerns about the SEC messing stuff up is kind of off the table. But the other thing I want to point out is we've been talking about this God candle for like a year, and saying is if the SEC comes in and loses this court case, we will get a God candle. And flat out, not to toot my own horn, it's literally here, and it went 100% on spot. So I think it's too late to scalp this, but maybe XRP starts trucking. But you got to remember, there's not enough liquidity in the world to get XRP past like $5-6, really. I think I did the math on it a long time ago. It was literally like you could take every ounce of gold, every ounce of silver ever mined in the entire United States history, all the diamonds, all the cash, and I think you have enough to make a market cap of like $20 Ripple. So don't set your sights too high on this, but it's good. It's going to be bullish. And also, it's a Thursday. Stuff's going to go into the weekends, so you got to be careful about what happens. A lot of this stuff blowing up like this may fade a little bit and then go, right? So you gotta be careful, because this can mess you up bad, especially if you're touching leverage, which we don't recommend. Spot is best. And long term, you know, there's so many horror stories of people making like millions and millions of dollars with leverage and then losing it all, and then like they're working at McDonald's and shit. Like, be careful. You load up Spot, stack it, no one can rip it out of your hands. Big believer in self-custody as well. Oh, do you think ETF approval will be a sell the news event? No, I don't. I think it's all going to be bullish, but I don't think any of the ETFs, they're spot based, so I don't think there's going to be an option to short it, right? So that's going to be good. obvious coins to long after XRP. I've been kind of joking on it with Doppel, but everything with an X seems to be pumping. So XLM, XRP. I think another one was XVG. Is it this one? No. There was another X coin that was going crazy, but anyway. But yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me fix something. Yeah. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Do you have any questions? Let me know. I've only got like 30-40 minutes, but I just wanted to show this because this is freaking awesome. We could be finally pulling out. And if that is what this is, this was really an SOS. That's the other counterpart to this Bitcoin argument. Is it's the SOS of the range and it's about to go. So you're going to see a lot of stuff. I think ETH right now is sleeping in comparison to everything else. We just got target 2 almost whipped into it. We'll be looking for target 3 next, which is like 2145. This is older stream pivots, but it's just loaded pivots. When we see double pivots, we respect those areas, and it's kind of like cheating, but legal cheating. So anyway, XCM, yeah, was it Nemo? No, I think it was. Let's try it. Let's check it out. Those are good points. I forgot about those. Yeah, XTZ, pump. XCM, isn't that Nemo, right? Well, it pumped and dumped. Jeez. Massive self. XAI. What's up, Maverick? What's up, TV time? See, Maverick? Or, I'm sorry. XAI. I don't... Sideshift token? No, Sideshift's not doing well. I've never heard of that, but that's low liquidity if the candles look like that. Let me check Litecoin real quick. Litecoin hit a rainbow rotation. We're kind of hot on colors. No, we're default colors. That's well clusters. Hold on. Main indicator. Yeah, we're not. We're too hot. Let me reset that. There we go. So, a ton of top signals. If you can't tell, there's a reason for it. Oh, anyway. So cool. The below indicator is aggregated liquidations. No, this is a split volume tool. I don't like seeing just the winner of the candles of the candle, so I like plotting both the buys and the sells, and then I highlight any of the outliers. So you get really good. My favorite example of that is you also get like cluster reads. There's the old Shibron. Yeah, so you get these impulses on these big runs, especially like alts. And I really like seeing these impulses. Impulse 1, Impulse 2, Impulse 3. Right? So, it makes volume a lot easier to read. A lot of these tools, that's what it is to force you to be able to read stuff better. Because frankly, I struggled with it for years and just said, F it, I'm gonna do it live, learn how to code and make my own tools, because the stuff I found was not working. So, anyway. Yeah, volume's a little weird right now with the way they did some of the leverage stuff, but like you can see, big volume. Let's check Coinbase. I want to see if this drive is... no one's talking about that. We need to check that out. The Coinbase volume's kind of chill. Let's do a quick thing here real quick. So this is Bitcoin Coinbase, and then we'll do BTC USDT. Let's see if Binance is any different. So it should be close to 1. Yeah. So it's not really... No, it is going a little higher. So that's the 1-to-1 ratio. So BTC USDT. So Binance is 31,576. Coinbase is a little higher. And then let's check, since the last stream we looked at Binance US, let's take a look at that real quick and just see what's going on. Sheesh. Binance US is still going down. Remember, they locked their exchange, so you can't import dollars, but it's at 26K now. That's crazy. People rushing to buy Flashbot NFTs when meme season is about to start. Sniper tokens. Roger that. I don't really do NFT stuff. Even though I've got like a rainbow bull that looks kind of MBT, but is what it is. Solana. Full send. Gosh, dog. We were talking about this weeks ago. This was full rainbow rotation type trades. These are the ones I talk about as free mills, white candles, rainbow rotations, bottom prints, RSI bottoms, and then they're in the reversion bands. 80% of the time or so, these pop. And if you're really, really lucky, you tag the other side of the reversion bands. The bears do enough damage to hit the band down here, you'll eventually do the band over there. And we finally got like all that. And it doesn't happen, like it's not something you see every day, but the thing is if you learn to have the stones to catch these rotations, that's 100% to play with. And you're not going to get 100% of that, but you get 30% of that, you're doing really, really well. And a good example of this is Matic. Matic was one that, unfortunately, I hit it too late, and my stops were too tight, and I got liquidated on this because this had multiple pullbacks. But the well prints, look, we got our cluster print here, picks a shout out, and we went full yin yang. Balanced it out. The good and the bad and the good. 75% run on Matic. So imagine catching like 2 or 3 of these a year and compounding it. You know, you make 3 trades, kill it. So. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch over to top. It's a bunch of the Coinbase tokens. There we go. So anyway. XLM, gone. Look at these well print clusters on liquidity. I'm really excited. This will be out on the next tool. I've been playing with it looking for errors, but I haven't seen anything mess up too bad, so I don't know what power is. ADA sniped the pivot, but we hit the double pivot to the T and now it's reverting back. This, I don't ever recommend shorting, but that's really clean. When you see double pivots, just if you're new here in general, why the charts look so weird. It's rainbow-trends.com. It's custom tools designed to hunt whales. So, and they work really well. And I'm biased because I wrote them, but I've yet to see anything that works better. But yeah, there's your pivot order block right there. And it's rejecting off of it. And it's got pink candles, which is our strongest candle. So, anyway. PF on YouTube? No, I don't. I've been playing with the idea. One of our OG badass traders has asked for that before, and I've played with the idea a bit to see if it's possible. Now, a lot of our stuff on Rainbow Trends can be set to alerts, so you can de facto make your own screeners by setting alerts on like the top 20 coins or the coins that you like. You can do that. You can set alerts on the clusters, the RSI tops, the bottoms, all this stuff. I've also thought about trying to make tools that will send alerts when you're inside these reversion bands. But the problem is it'll fire off on every candle that closes in here. And that would be really noisy. So I'm a little split on that one. But I've been thinking about it. So if people are using it though, and like legit can make money, you know, trading, I'm all about it. It's just, it takes a long, people don't realize like how long it takes for me to develop tools because we're not a very big group, but like there are people that trade with Rainbow Trends tools that are trading like 8 figures. And if I put something out that's got a little glitch in it, I could cost them some serious money. And even if you're a small dude, like if I cost you a few $1,000s because of a code glitch, I'm really sensitive to that. So we do a lot of beta testing, and we've got really good beta testers who try to break the tools. So shout out Fletch. big part of what we do is just making sure it's right. Sol is... God, that's such a run. I'm real skittish on Sol just because of the affiliation with SBF and Alameda. I don't have anything to go off that. Those dudes aren't in jail. They have access to internet. So I'm a bit skittish that this is like SBF games, and I don't, it just bothers me. Because I don't want to get stuck with this nonsense. But for the most part, if you look back, it's a real clean setup. Let me kill reversion bands because I don't like reversion bands on high time frames. They work, it's noisy visually when I'm trying to stream. So this is your pivot order block. There's a triple pivot here. You can't see it on 12 hour, but I think 4 hour there's the triple pivot down there. But regardless, this has been the pivot we've hit multiple times, and then this is like the bottom support order block that we've hit multiple times. And now we wicked it to a T, this pivot. And remember, these are computer generated, like with math. And that double pivot right there is where it wicked to a T. It's a 26.8. So set your alerts. If you can get something, if we can start holding candles above like 27.4, we're looking at like this being like the next target, 29, which is the bottom there, and then these, and start walking our way back up. Now, will this thing go all the way back up to here? I doubt it. I think a lot of this was Alameda, but maybe it's got utility. I don't know. The thing keeps going offline all the damn time. It takes a really long time to sync, but anyway, just be careful. It's very violent. So, anyway. You long XRP, but not Sol. It doesn't go offline anymore. You're gonna break it. Doppel, get out of here. Come on. I'm not touching XRP. I've got a bunch of it stuck on an old ledger, but whatever. Solana is the McDonald's ice cream machine. Then what's the Grimace Shake? Tell me the last time it did. What is that Twitter account? It's oh, I follow them. It's Solana status. Yeah, Solana status. Please upgrade. Bunch of upgrades. April, it looks like April. They had a website. If you go down, and they had to do a restart in February. So February. But when was the last time Litecoin went down? I'm sorry, Doppel. I didn't hear you. Malefestro in the house. If you guys don't know, those are our OGs, Doppel and Mally. Mally in particular has been slaying the charts, and in an unrelated announcement, his fees may be going up in price for his subscription to the tools. Just saying. I kid. Which is really cool to like make tools and stuff, and then see them make people deadlier. Because the whole goal is, if you're using like a Rainbow Train subscription, I want it to be free. If it's not making you more gains than the $50 or $100 a month, don't feel like you owe me anything. Come hang out in our Discord. It's free. No paywalls in the Discord or anything like that. We got a lot of people in there who are badass traders, way better than me. So, anyway. Oh, no bad words about Sol. Can we look at Pepe? I think I just found who Maverick Twitch is. Are you secretly sniping Steak on Twitter? He's a good friend. He cracks me up. But he always messages me about Pepe, and I'm trying to tell this young dude, gamble with Pepe, sure, but like go stack up some Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not that this is financial advice, and not that these are all securities, but Pepe had the big run, and that's cooling off. And this looks deceptive. This was a lot. This was a 100% run, 95% run. So be careful. Speaking of that, Sniping Snake just DM'd me. But for this, I don't like playing with this type of stuff. Albeit we did get a bottom print here, but it's kind of like in the middle after 100% run. I'd wait for a breakout, and then I would keep an eye on these reversion bands, because you can see even as crazy as Pepe is, it still respects these reversion bands. So, you know, your opportunity to buy in the bottom bands is gone, but if we start trailing, you can get a channel walk that stays in those bands, and you can get a sustained run. Just don't buy the tops of it. Be real careful. You just gotta remember, like, there's a lot of people that like get new into trading and new into crypto, and they want to get into like alts, and that's fine, but like you got to just realize like how bad alts can be on pullbacks. So you'll see like Bitcoin pull back like 5%, and you'll see an alt pull back like 30%, and these dudes will get wrecked, throw their hands in the air, and never touch crypto again. And I don't want to see that. So like, you know, just be real careful, because the down draws on the alt are what kill people, especially if you apply any form of leverage to it. So, anyway, Discord link, please. It's in the main website. Give me 1 second. Stream, because I have to change some stuff real quick. So if you go to the main website, you can get the Discord link. So rainbow-trends.com, if you go to the top here, it says join our Discord community. That's the link. I think I can copy it here. Hold on. The problem is if I click it, it'll just open my Discord and it doesn't go anywhere. But that invite, I just dropped it in the YouTube chat. That should work. So anyway. Also, shout out to Blake. He did a lot of work on this, especially on the updates we just did on this liquidity engine stuff. So really cool to show all this, and he did a really good job. So let me go back to Pepe. Oh shoot, yeah, Twitch. There we go. Pantaga's sleeping on me. The kid, he's at work. By the way, we did get an H4 bottom on Zcash, I believe. Yeah. So that was really cool. This thing kind of went up, went down, now it's going. That's awesome. Hopefully we get a retest here off the 31.5 and go. Love to see it. Mana was going as hard too. Yeah, maybe we're gonna see the Grayscale stuff pump. I mean, you gotta realize Grayscale still has an opportunity to be completely liquidated and have their assets stolen, not stolen, assets like auctioned off, right? So we don't want that. We don't want to see that. So we got to be careful, but you know, maybe FCC wins the XRP case, and then maybe Grayscale wins their stuff to convert all their Bitcoin stuff over to a spot ETF, and then some other stuff happens because they're also tied up on some liquid bankruptcy stuff. So shout out Silbert, you really messed up a lot of stuff for us. Where do you trade as a Canuck? I don't know. As a citizen of Palau, I have many options for trading opportunities. Not that we trade securities here. This is a dedicated motocross stream, if you can't tell. So these are our Honda colors. These are our Suzuki colors. Our Husqvarna colors. To be honest, though, back to your stuff, Franken Overcrest. I think the best. So a lot of exchanges went down, obviously. We did our best in the Discord and on Twitter to try to warn people about FTX fallout, but right now Binance is even clashing with the SEC, and it doesn't look good, especially the way they're handling the press. They just keep saying everything's FUD and 444, and thinking that's going to handle PR relations, and maybe it might, but I'm not happy the way they're talking. And their words kind of read like they're vulnerable, which I don't like, because I want Binance to hang around. I really like Binance. But Coinbase fees are ridiculous. I don't like them anymore. Kraken Pro is probably the best North American exchange. I just don't know I don't know what's allowed in Canada. I don't, but I like Jesse Powell a lot. And I like Kraken, even they were memeing about XRP today. So I like Kraken. I don't have any affiliation with them But you know, and it's not like I've done my due diligence to check them out and look at their order books or look at their books and their security and stuff like that. I don't, but I think they're doing pretty good, all things considered. But also check that out on Mana. That pivot, 43 cents, 44 cents is a big deal. But let me go back to Bitcoin because that's the one I really want to see. Have a little bit of a pullback. Right on that pivot. We'll see what it holds. It's like they don't want you to trade. Thank you for the follow. PW. Doppel speaking code, I don't know. Does the broken channel walk 40 to 5C drawdown only apply to high time frames? The way I look at it is percent gains, or I guess you could say time committed to it. You normally won't see a channel walk go like this, like that vertical. It's normally like a 20-30 degree slope. So like Apple's doing one right now. I was like, what? That's not it. So Apple's doing one. So it's more time-based, honestly. I guess. I haven't really thought of it in that way, but the time it's committed as well as like the gains it's done is kind of key to me. Sorry, this is YouTube comments for the Discord guys. So the question was, does the broken channel walk 45 to 60% drawdown only apply to high time frames? I think so, honestly. Because the more time they spend committed, the more they have to offload. So I would say high time frame now that I think about it. Anyway, we're operating as an unregistered security exchange, bro. GMX for perps, for sure. It's an emoji for the Paul Al flag. Oh, okay. Sorry, Dop. It's not. I don't have it. Bing X. I'm glad people are still liking Bing X. There was like, oh man, there were so many people pushing that exchange. I forgot what was. What's that other one? I've had like 50 of them, 50 DMs or so of people asking me to be an exchange affiliate. Oh man, what are they? It might be BingX. I don't think it's FemX. Actually, I think it might be FemX. It's one of the ones that doesn't have a API for spot Bitcoin. I think it's FemX. No, it's MEXC. Yeah, MEXC are the ones that won't leave me alone. Either way, I'm considering doing an affiliate. I really don't like. I don't like shilling stuff. Like, I don't like asking for tips or anything like that. I just like making tools and I like making people successful. And if you're already a subscriber to me or you're helping out our community in the Discord and training people, like that's what I want. Like, and I want the subscriptions to be free. Like, I want it to make you deadlier to where you don't feel like you ever owe me anything. But I am on the fence about becoming an affiliate for 2 exchanges. And I am thinking about that because if I do it, it can actually give some perks to the guys in the Discord. So like, I am an affiliate for TrendSpider, but I don't make a penny from that. I gave the money up, the kickback money that I would get to get a better discount for the Rainbow Trends users. So shout out to Dan Oshman at TrendSpider. If it's in the Discord, there's a Rainbow Trends code, so it's probably the best permanent discount of the system, and you can get all access to TrendSpider. And I'm eventually going to get some tools on TrendSpider as well. We'll get there one day, but I just don't like people shilling stuff, and I don't want to be like that or associated with it. But there are 2 exchanges that I like and currently use that offer those programs, and it can give better results to you guys. So I'm thinking about it. I'm in no rush, but I'm going to have some talks with the OGs and see what they think. I have a really good connection with TrendSpider, so I was able to broker the deal to where I don't make a penny. I don't know if I can get... I definitely can't get that for the North American exchanges. It's just a straight up, they only offer one thing. But I might be able to get that for the overseas exchange that I'm looking at, just because some of my friends are friends with the CEO. But anyway. Dex Tools, yeah. A lot of people use that, especially on 9K's Discord. So shout out to Swo. But let's check oil. I saw that getting popped up in the Discord, and I haven't read everybody's chats, but I think it was it Christopher? Yeah, it is kind of breaking out. Let's see, 12 hour. Yeah. Hold on one second. My wife is calling, and I just hit decline. Let me check the text. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta call her right back. All right, sorry, I'm back. My truck is finally saved from the repair shop. So my beloved Tundra from 2010 is getting a bit old, and I blew up some stuff. So getting all that fixed, trying to schedule when I can pick it back up. But anyway, oil will look like, yeah, it looks like it's sneaking up. The DXY has been falling off the face of the earth. Oh, we're right on that pivot. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll rally and stocks will fall. Bears will win, right? Let me check S&P. Yeah. We'll see. 45.50 is that other one. The other pivot here. Great retest. And I'm always going to talk about that runner bot bottom. Bam. 3,600 was the bottom with all these perfect tops. Except these. That's the one that's missed. The H4 runner bot called that, it didn't retrace. But we'll see. It's got a long way to go. In the past, when the in the past when the Fed has reversed rates, markets have pulled back and bottomed, but those were already kind of in a bearish market when that happened. This is uptrending, so it'll be interesting to see. Let me check diesel while we're at it, and we got Doppel in the chat. Oh, diesel. Oh, sulfur. Diesel got a rainbow rotation. Those aren't, well, these candles look print weird, but maybe that's the bottom. Dop, what was the mid cap index that you were talking about? The same one with our boy Goslin. I forgot the name of it. It's the something 2000. Mally might know. I'll wait for that. I want to look at Ethereum Classics. You know what? We need to actually check DeFi. Let me check Sushi Swap. The Russell. What's the ticker for that, please? I never look at it, so, but you guys have been talking about it, so I actually want to look at it. Sushi's actually doing pretty good. We have 2 well prints here on the 4 hour. The Russell, thank you, PF. IWN. Check that real quick. I want to check the normal players here. Always actually doing really well. And we have a trend line. Alve did some crazy pumps back in the day. Let's check out Uniswap. But isn't Uniswap in some... Aren't they... They're doing alright. I thought Uniswap had a lot of drama lately. I don't know. I'm not a big DeFi guy. But I do like SushiSwap for what it's worth, but I like the team. So, IWM, Russell shares. Yeah. Wow, this is really clean. So, for this, we just draw our support block. Draw the red one before we get there. So pretty much that, and then there's an intermediary one like right there. I wish I could do that automatically, but I'm not that big brain. So, we're on weak colors. We don't have any of the blues. In the past, on the Russell, when it ran, it went into a blue streak with some RSI prints. We don't have any RSI or any green yet, so keep that in mind. Maybe we'll get to this target again and be able to get a TP. If we really break out, it'll go above it, but just be careful of the RSI tops. And it looks like there's some runner tops in there too, which yeah, there is. So the RSI tops print first, and then the runner bot print hits. So set your alerts if it gets skittish of that. Some of the ones, Silver was acting weird too. So I was messing with Dime about it the other day. Oh, Silver's rallying crazy. From that RSI bottom, Silver's done 12%. That's a lot for a metal. That's cool. Let's check copper. Copper as well. Apple's still going. Costco's still breaking out from the wedge. Still going, even though we did get a top, but there is an order block here. So there's one there. There's one here. And then you're gonna have the all-time high print one here, down to like those candle bases. So that's how we would be looking at that. We'll leave those up. Target was canceled recently over some of their executive decisions. And if everything else is pumping, this still may be a suppressed long. I was thinking about that the other day because Cell went over 9,000. SWO was talking about this. You know, Target's not going to go away. It's just like Starbucks isn't going to go away. This will eventually bounce because I can tell you my wife's not going to go shop at Walmart as much as I would love that. Target's got sustainability. So maybe we can catch the bottom here. Because I don't think they're going to get canceled long term like Bud Light. I could be wrong, but I don't know, just a thought. This could still go, and this would be a lagging slingshot play. Because if you got this from 132, you're talking about a 36% move. And if you guys want to see anything, let me know. We can pull it up. Because I am just winging this while everything's pumping because I just want to see it. And I don't have a schedule or anything prepared. And since we talked about TrendSpider earlier, TrendSpider won't stop talking about PLTR, which is AI-based software company. And I can see why. They are pumping into the never been done before. What ticker for natural gas? Sorry, I don't ever look at it. Sorry, I got Zach Val blowing up my phone. Mute that. Message me in the chat, bro. Yeah, this is awesome. Let me check NVIDIA too, since we were talking AI. Good God, NVIDIA is still going. Thank you for the follow. QGen. So natural gas. Well, This is where Doppel and Mally get to shine. They caught these bottoms and got out at the top. To me, it's in the middle, so I don't like playing with stuff in the middle, but they may have a read on it. I personally don't, but this is, how big is this range? You guys started talking about natural gas recently again in the Discord a little bit. 50% range? Maybe. Huh. Is it BAC, Bank of America? I wanted to check that. Yeah, the Bank of America wedge is broken out. See if it really takes off. High time frame, yeah. Especially with all the Russia stuff, past that encompassing that time frame as well, because a lot of people started going towards that and coal to get through the last winter. Let's see. Are we done with banks liquidating or getting shut down? Are any of them trading like they're vulnerable anymore? I haven't seen anybody talk about that in a long time, and I don't have a dedicated tracker for it. But what's up, Jonathan? Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to think what else. Costco, Walmart. Actually, I want to check Amazon. They just had the awesome deal. I just bought a I screwed up this decision, but I've got a giant 3080 in my TI in my damn laptop or computer, and I needed a bigger hard drive for some stuff, and I didn't do the M2 because I didn't want to pull the 3080 out. But lo and behold, my SATA connection is below the damn video card, so I had to end up pulling it anyway, and I went with a Samsung 870, which is a little bit slower than the M2. Thank you for the follow. Turbo 83. I am currently naturally aspirated on my Subi, and I want a turbo. But my Subaru's got 90,000 miles, and I'm thinking that may not be the best idea. Amazon's actually hitting an order block here, and they're tagging this, so... But long term, that may be the bottom. I mean, in all honesty, though, he just blew up a rocket on the launch pad and it didn't drop, so that's a good thing. But also their sales week thing may have just killed it. I don't know. Check Ford. Ford's having some issues right now on a technological aspect. They went really, really hard on the EVs. And right now, the dealerships are... Perfect wedge breakout, by the way. That's an old line we drew. And the bot is... The tools are screaming at you. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Listen to them. They got a nice well-print breakthrough with a retest. But now we're hitting resistance order blocks, and it's topping out. There's a lot of EV vehicles that the dealerships are telling Ford, do not deliver them to us. We don't want them. And like Ford is trying to say, hey, this is your allotment. You need to take these. And they're like, we don't want them. Which really stinks, because I really thought the Ford Lightning was going to be awesome. And then, because they had enough room to put adequate amount of batteries for that thing to have serious range, and they didn't do it. I think it's like 200-ish miles is the range, but as soon as you hook up even the smallest trailer to it, the range is like 50 miles. It may be less, depending on the thing. Some of the guys who did like magazine reviews or like YouTube reviews of it, they got stranded. They were going to do a test of like the EcoBoost versus the Lightning, and Ford was like, oh yeah, it's relatively the same mileage differences. Nope. I was like, that sucks. The other thing is their front trunk, or the front hood, is empty on those, so like they have room to put a kicker motor in it. But they haven't. But anyway, I'm drawing the order blocks here. I'm gonna have to go let the puppy out in a second. She already destroyed part of the house today. We have a top resistance block here. There's a mid-range. It's not really mid-range. It's kind of the top, but you can see where this head and shoulder type pattern tops out at. And there were some interactions here, but top, top, top. Obviously bottom, bottom, bottom. We're getting RSI bottoms. And we're getting runner bot tops. But we've made it through. And there's this order block here that we're approaching. So GM or Chevy, however you want to call it, may be coming up to a top and then a pullback. Or pull up and then go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go let the puppy outside. All right, I am back. Thank you for hanging around. Doppel, I just got the DM back from Awawat, or however you say his name. He is bullish on X coins. He's not joking, he said. So maybe XYO will go. XTZ, XLM, God Candle. Love to see it. Oh, just got an alert that Zcash went pretty good. Yeah. Broke down your question in Discord. New followers will get massive alpha on this post. Are you talking about the OES bid, Mally? You want to make money with GM as a test driver? Yeah. I don't know if being a test driver would be fun or not. There's a video out there. I think it's Ferrari. It's Ferrari or Lamborghini, one of the two. They have test drivers who their sole job is to blow up Lambos and Ferraris. And you would not believe what they have to do to those cars to get them to blow up. And I would not want to be in the car when that happens because it looks like a video game's going down. Man, we're pulling back. I just want to get a retest and then go. I don't know if I can do it either. If you want me to just sit there and hold it to the floor in neutral, I can do that. Yeah, but I'm sure if you started out as a test driver, I'm sure they're like, hey, go test drive our Ford Echo and let us know how it does on speed bumps. But whatever. There are worse jobs. My first job was doing oil changes at Jiffy Lube, so go figure. In the summer heat, 100 degrees with 200 degree oil dripping on your face. Not a fan. Fan of Jiffy Lube, but not a fan of doing it as a job. Yeah. Sandwich artist? Are we gonna get meme season? I really want to know. Shiv and Doge have not done anything compared to what they used to. I kind of see some higher time frame stuff here. Yeah. Let's just bounce, 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 bounce. Unless that's maybe a spring. Shoot, is this? Hold on. Rivers and bands. Machine learning. I wonder if you can apply this as a reaccumulation chart. No. Albeit, Doppel has been quiet about his link entry. And I don't know if they've shaken him out of it yet. But if not, he might have caught the spring here. So these levels get messed up. If anybody works at TradingView, please fix the labels moving when you do zooms. Anchor it to the position and relative to the XY or the X coordinates of the candle, please. Nope, I'm a Marine now. Can't stop, won't stop. So Doppel, at best, could be up 45%, which is awesome. My boy Altcoin Sherpa tracks this one a lot because it's clearly like a 2-year accumulation range if it is an accumulation range. But he's waiting for the breakout above here, so he's waiting for the SOS to take off, hit, and go. That's what he's waiting for. So we'll see. I haven't done this in a while. Let me switch screens. Control T. So I want to check coin market cap. There we go. So there you go. That's awesome. All these have like wiggles and stuff, and this one just goes boom. Oh, thank you, sir, JS. Tomorrow is my official last day. My current employer kicked me out before my 2 weeks is up, which is awesome because I would love not to report to the office and still get paid out in full. So I want to see. So out of the top 100 coins, where's it the 1 hour? 7 days. XRP is not number 1. I'm confused. Oh, it's 30 days. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, I don't use this very often. So XRP is number 1 in 7 days. XLM, Matic, Tears. I had this one set up and I lost that trade. And it went exactly per my theory. It just took longer. So Comp is killing it. I don't ever use Leo. I don't know what that is. Axis. Axie Infinity. Theta's pumping. I actually know One of the former theta whales. Optimism is somehow going. Curve. I meant to check Curve. Your boy Tetranode's been talking Curve a lot lately, which normally means he's about to take profit, but Mana Link, Phantom. So what are our worst ones in the past 7 days? XCC, Bitcoin Satoshi, Bcash, but Bcash is cooling off. Monero, KuCoin, Apes doing bad, but so are the actual NFTs. I don't know when those things are going to bottom, but there's a lot of NFT accounts talking about how they didn't sell their Bored Apes for 250 ETH, and now it's worth like 30 ETH. So they're becoming aware. QNT looks like it's moving right now. Let's check that. Control 1. Five hours? No, I'm not psychotic. Nice pump up into this pivot and then bounce off. So let me see. You can use text anchor boxes. That's nice. Malifester's playing Soul again. Please don't. Frank Overcrest. I'm not even sure what XRP's use case is, and I'm afraid to ask at this point. It's the same use case as Ethereum Ultra Classic and Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond. Nah, it's back in 2017. It was going to be quote unquote the next banking token that the banks were going to use instead of digital dollars in their ledgers, which makes no damn sense. But bullish, right? They were always coming out with a new partnership and then with another type of banking system, and then it would pump. But there's not really a use case for it. There's just a ton of it, and they continuously dump it on people. So be careful. But honestly, I mean, like, there's what's the use case of Litecoin or Doge? Like, be real. There's what, 10,000 cryptocurrencies. We're not really running this off of use case scenarios. We're running this off of Ponzi-nomics, right? And remember, these are all securities. It's dangerous. Come on, do not reject. I have seen this stuff with, especially like on wedges. You'll see it do this, and it'll go, psych out. I don't want to see that today. I don't. So, longed Link since 514, position closed, made 10% of my portfolio overall. That is a killer trade. Yeah, XRP won't stop dumping on the public, which is just crazy. Why people support it, I don't know. I think I managed to, because they were so Ponzi-ish to me, I actually managed to sell the top way back in the day. But it was, I think I got an exit at $3.20. Could you do me a favor and chart waves? Not a problem, jet ski. We will chart the aqua or the water related products. Let's look at waves, salt, Nemo, reef, sand. We're gonna do them all. So we got waves. Man, this thing is erratic. Look at those prints. Whales slam the hell out of that. They don't care about liquidity. Zoomed out, there's a range forming. Let's go. Let's try 12 hour. How choppy that is. You've clearly got like an order block down here. Not to sound repetitive, but that's how we set these up when we're trading ranges. But you're kind of in the middle. I consider these kind of the top. you want to zoom in like that and call it like that, you could too. But these are wicking into resistance. They're selling off though. Don't be confused. They're pumping and selling, pumping and dumping. So be real careful. That's a really erratic coin, honestly. It's hard to TA stuff like that when you have a whale that can come in and market bid into their limit sales just over and over and over. Ocean is cooling off from a hell of a run. This is 12 hour. This has been doing this for a while. That's interesting. So now let's check sand. Maybe I need to make a basket one. Sand actually looks bottomed. Sand actually looks pretty decent. I was just kind of joking, but I think this is gaming metaverse, isn't it? Zuckerberg. So help me if that fight happens. But watch like something go like really, really wrong, and like somehow Elon gets like majorly hurt, and then like America or the world loses its chance to get to Mars, and then like global warming ends human race, and they're like, oh yeah, they aliens come over. They would have made it had they not done the Coliseum fight between the billionaires. Oh, Dogecoin's use case is signaling your yes, albeit Pepe seems a little more degen nowadays. Let Asia wake up. Later, dude. See you on the Discord. No problem, dude. No problem, Deskin. After water-related charge, can you check mask? Says the guy with the dirt bike helmet. Or it could be a mountain bike helmet. I don't know. Yeah, mask is actually hitting a order block right now. Albeit this looks like the old Litecoin chart like a year ago, but let me go 4 hour, not 5 hour, dang it. So it's real busy because I've got the clusters and stuff on, but just looking at this, it's a fat range, but like 4.3 to 4.8. If you could get that, that would be really awesome. And then you have well prints showing up here. See the cluster of 2. You've got some, I mean, you've got some volume here, but that's everything's got volume today, so don't really read into that. But either way, purples and pinks on H4 default settings, RSI tops, and the rainbow rotations. That's clearly your top, your top for this immediate range. So we would want to be cognizant of that. And also this level is kind of an intermediate one, because that stopped other drives before. See how those dropped? So 4.4 and 4.8 ish. I hope that makes sense. It looks good. It looks like a downtrend breakout. Not perfect, but you get the gist. Idiot pulling back. Matic pulling back. Come on, Zcash. I want Zcash to break out at 34, hit 35 and go. 35 is a real big number. It doesn't like breaking through. Oh, Doppel, is this an accumulation cylinder? Is it? Even though it's in a downtrend? It's not, but I'm dreaming. I'm very biased for Zcash, full disclaimer. I like it. And I don't care about the use case, I care about the whales. They print really consistent rainbow rotations. So it's really easy to trade it if you're in tune with the colors. So anyway, if you guys have any last minute requests, I'm gonna wrap it up in 5-10 minutes when we get out of here and see what Asia does, because that's gonna be really big. The daily close, as well as see what Asia does tonight. S&P is hitting 45. I've seen most of what I want. I mean, honestly, and I've told a lot of people this because I'm really boring right now. And even though the market is exciting, the only thing I care about is this BART. I want it invalidated, or I want it to rip and be done with it. I want this to be bullish and I want this to go up, but at the same time, if it does rip, I want the Rainbow Crew out of the way of it. Because if this stuff starts melting down, you're not going to lose a penny sitting on cash. So, but if this thing takes off, let me check. How many days left is the halving? Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving is 277 days, so April 16th is the current due date, which you can't even see on this chart. Let me go dailies. Vertical line, April 16th. So if the hashers keep going at it, that's your halving date. And typically in the past, you hit the halving, comes down, and then it goes again. Let me check the Litecoin halving chart because that's real soon. $20 days. So August 2nd is the Litecoin halving. Very excited for this. Not really. In all honesty, though, Litecoin is one of the only cryptos I actually use with an actual use case. I do all of my payments to people that I owe money to in Litecoin. And there's a few reasons to that. Every exchange has Litecoin, every single one. And Litecoin doesn't run on alternative networks. So there's not a Tron chain for Litecoin or an Ethereum ERC version of Litecoin. So with that being said, I can't screw it up. I have had friends take very large payments. They got crossed up on either the chain or they sent something to an exchange crypto address and they ended up sending something that was banned where they lived. So the exchange intercepted it and royally made their life crazy because it was a very, very large payment that got confiscated by the exchange, and they were like begging me how to figure it out. I was like, dude, I don't know because it's not legal in the States, so I don't know how they can hand it to you. But eventually they found a way around it, thankfully. Really got an inverted head and shoulders here, which is nice. Or an inverted BART, I guess. It's not as clean, but weak colors, inverted head and shoulders here potentially. But we just tagged this pivot at 103. Don't sleep on pivots, they're real. Right there, there's a double pivot, and we'll draw the other secondary line over because I can't draw them any farther than that or it will crash TradingView. So hopefully in TrendSpider I'll be able to draw them further, and if not, I'll yell at Dan and beg until I can hopefully get it or figure out how to bribe him. Maybe we'll come down to retest this because this was support here. There's what, 4 pivots? There's another pivot right here. See where it kind of stacks weird? So maybe we can make that our support. That's the new support. That's our range. I should draw in case that one too and draw that pivot just to make it realistic. It's weird though. Pivots that are like 2 to 3 years older, they still respect them. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for hopping on for the emergency stream. And if you're new here and don't understand what's going on or want to know where the Discord stuff is, you go to the website rainbow-trends.com. All the information's here. Our free tools, our premium tools, tutorials, etc. You name it. You can rock and roll. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, Jesky.